Alright guys, it's been a really busy day. I'm currently at my performance. The audition went really well. Sorry I didn't film much. I was super busy like running around doing slides and everything and singing and dancing, but yeah, right now I'm about to go perform. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information on why possibly today's vlog is an absolute potato, but yeah. Alright guys, just finished performing. Yeah, I spent the last like 20 minutes looking for my sock, and my sock was in my bag, but yeah, I basically destroyed the whole place looking for it, so that was fun. But yeah, now I'm walking home. So yeah, that's what's happening right now. Yo, I just realized how bad I look. My makeup makes me look like a drag queen right now. This camera is not stabilizing at all while I walk. The struggle is real right now. I don't know what's up with my camera. But anyway, I'm at Port Authority. I'm going home. I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. Okay guys, I'm finally home. Oh, it's great. Noah just messaged me. He said he's on his way and that he's bringing me food. So, yay. I've finally taken my makeup off. I've taken my hair extension out. I'm just flopping around in my really loose baggy shirt because I've been wearing tight clothes all day and I'm over wearing tight clothes. But I want to give you guys a kind of a breakdown of what happened at the audition today. Sorry I couldn't film really anything. Obviously for privacy reasons of other people. I mean, I kind of tried to sneak some footage, but it was a really like informal kind of audition, and it was at a dance studio, so there were little kids around, and I was like, I really don't want to be accused of filming a child when I'm not, like, and I'm talking to myself. So basically this morning me and Bonnie got up, we got ready, we had breakfast, I paid for a lift, and we took a lift to this dance studio where the audition was being held in Englewood, New Jersey, which isn't that far from my house actually. It was like a 20-minute drive max with traffic. I was like, sweet, if I get into this is brilliant. When we got there, I signed in. There was a bit of confusion about the sign-in. They gave me a sheet that was already half completed, like all the information at the top, and I didn't realize it because it was covered by the clipboard, like clip thing. So I filled it out and they're like, oh, so you're Shayna? And I went, no, I'm Bree. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. We'll give you a new form, you need to refill it, sign it. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. Like, the questions basically were like, what's your vocal range? And I was like, well, I'm a mezzo. But then it was like some other stuff and I was like, I've never been asked that question and I honestly don't know. So I just put NA. Whenever I go to an audition and I don't know the answer, I'll just put NA, or I'll put a little dash, like, yeah. Never write I don't know. That's the worst thing to write on any form for an audition. I don't know. Just write NA. It means that basically like you're not sure. And they'll understand that, and the MD and like the musical director will kind of work it out for vocal range and everything. If you know your vocal range, that you're like alto, mezzo, soprano, then they're kind of like, oh, okay, like you're kind of in the mix kind of thing. But the first round was basically like, I was the only one auditioning, and there was like other girls being called back. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm freaking out right now. I'm the only one technically auditioning. So I've got to step up my game because basically they all know it. Anyway, we learned the first half of the iconic dance, America, which is this like, I like to be in America, everything free in America. That's basically the song. If you don't know the song, I recommend Googling Debbie Allen as Anita in America. Oh my gosh, that woman is amazing. She's my idol. But anyway, so we did that. We broke into groups, we broke up into threes, and they auditioned us, and we went through the choreography. I felt really strong doing this first part. They said thank you. We went out, we went to the waiting room, and waiting is the worst thing. Waiting is the worst thing for the callback. It's like, oh, did I get through the first cut? Did I not? And the choreographer came in, he had all the headshots and everything, and he was like, okay, we want to see this, and then he listed around 3 people, and I was like, damn it, I blew it. And all of a sudden, the 4th person was me, and I was like, are you serious? Like, are you sure? Like, let me double check this. Are you sure? Like, really? So I got called into the callbacks for the second round. And there was a lot more girls this time. I was like, oh my gosh, like these girls have already auditioned. They auditioned in New York. Now they're auditioning again. And I was like, ugh. Stress level went through the roof. I did the callback. We added on to America. And the choreographer, oh my gosh, he was amazing. It didn't feel like an audition. Like his energy and everything made it feel more like it was a constructive like workshop almost. Like I felt like I was doing a rehearsal with him or a class. Like he was giving like the stylization already. He wasn't just plowing through the choreography to see how much choreography he could get into our brains in a minute. And I do apologize. I have allergies right now, so my nose is just sniffling like crazy. But anyway, we got through all the choreography. We broke up into groups, and it was really nice. He was like, okay, I'm going to call 3 of you at a time. I got called out first, and he put me in the front. And he kept saying my name throughout the whole like teaching process, audition process, and it was really great. And I've always learned that if a director and choreographer keeps saying your name, it is a positive. That means you're making a great impression, and you're easily identified. They're not looking at the headshot and going, Brie? Like, huh? I felt confident. Like, I was like, keep saying my name. He kept pulling me down the front, which is brilliant. And we were dancing, and I was like, okay, cool, this is great. I feel confident. And the minute he said it, I knew the minute he said, okay, we're just gonna play the music, just go through it, I'm not watching. The minute he said that, I was like, damn it, I'm gonna lose the choreography, I know it. And I did one step on the wrong foot. I should have stepped on my right foot, I stepped on my left foot. And the minute I did that, I lost the whole choreography. My brain just went, you're broken. And I was like, damn it, lost the whole choreography, didn't know what I was doing. And I was so glad it happened at that moment, because it happens quite a bit in auditions. Like, your brain will just go. It happens. It happened to me probably like maybe 20% of the auditions I've done. 20% of them, my brain is gone. But it hasn't been during the, like, just go through it. It's been during, like, the actual, like, okay, audition time. Like, crap. My brain just broke, and I have to try and pick up the choreography as fast as I can to get back into it. Oh my gosh. And not pull faces. That's the hardest thing, not pulling a face when you stuff up while you're auditioning. We got through this, like, little, like, go through moment, just also to clarify, like, spacing and everything. And I was like, damn it, like, I need to go over stuff. I was about to say something, like, could we just clarify one little section? And one of the girls behind me shot her hand up straight after. He's like, how did it go? And she shot her hand up, and she's like, can we go over this part quickly? Like, I need to clarify something. And he was like, sure, no problem. We did that. I was like, oh, thank goodness that happened right now. Anyway, did the audition, did the whole thing. I felt super confident. After we did the whole audition process for the callback, we went out. I got called back for a third round, and we did the dance at the gym. Now, the dance at the gym happens in West Side Story, and it's supposed to be like a cohesive, like, trying to bring peace between the Sharks and the Jets. And I was like, okay, this is very stylized. I remember my mom telling me, because she directed and choreographed West Side Story in Australia. And I was like, okay, this is super stylized. It's very pedantic, so I have to be really focused on this. America, it's kind of like, it's so fast that you're just throwing the action away to a degree, but the dance at the gym is so pedantic, and it's more about the frustration and everything and stylization of the movements. So we get in there, and we come in with the boys. Now, we all thought we were going to be partnered, like maybe do a little, like, maybe a turn or a little, like, jump up lift or something, and we didn't do that. It was really weird. I was like, okay, I think it was just to see, like, height-wise, like, girls with boys, to see, like, who fitted where. I honestly don't know what was going through the choreographer's head. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm not the one conducting the audition. But basically, we did the dance at the gym, and he was very pedantic, the choreographer was, on the stylization. He was like, okay, this is very much about frustration, hyperventilating, building up the tension before the rumble, and I was like, okay, so I need to portray like tension in my body with this movement. And my mom popped into my head, like, just her voice of, be pedantic, be stylized. That just popped into my head, and the minute he started teaching the choreography, I noticed all the minor details that he was kind of doing. And he did, I mean, the choreographer did say, like, I want you to, like, do this, this, and this. This is the style. I was like, okay, remember that. You gotta hit it. And he's like, and you have to hit it in one count. And I was like, okay, that feeling, that feels like your muscles are about to explode. Hit that again. Hit it again. Like, that was literally what I was thinking the whole time. So we learned about probably not even 4/8, not even 4 counts of 8. It was a really short little combination, and we got pulled out in groups of 4, so 2 girls, 2 guys. And we just did the 4 counts of 8, and that was it. And then I was like, okay, feel good. They're like, thank you. They got through everyone. They went, thank you. Go out there. We'll let you know if you're gonna get a call back for singing. And we're like, okay, cool. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, because I normally don't get through this far, and I'm like, I normally lose it after this. Like, after this is when it goes. And I know it kind of it sounds like I'm being a real downer, but I've been to so many auditions that I just, like, and it's become a repetitive process, and I've been trying to fix it. It's like, normally I can't fix it because it's to do with height, it's to do with look, and I mean, my look is my look, my height is my height. I can't change that. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, yeah. So that's normally what happens. And the director came in and he went, okay, we want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want to see you 6. And I was the 5th girl called to sing. And they handed us, technically it was sheet music. We got handed sheet music. But normally you sing your own song. They want to see, like, your vocal range and everything like that. So I had my song prepared. I had my binder prepared and everything like that because I just didn't know. And I was like, okay, interesting. They handed me Anita's part for I Like to Be in America. And I'm like, I'm not Hispanic. I don't look Hispanic in the slightest. I mean, I had my ponytail in. I was like channeling Ariana Grande because I kept playing like this with it. Bonnie was like, oh my God, like, channel Ariana Grande. Be Ariana Grande right now. And I was like, I feel like Ariana Grande. So that was that moment. And I was like, okay, cool. We were reading through it, and the opening line for Anita is, Puerto Rico, you ugly island. And I was like, I kept saying, Puerto Rico. I was like, I know I have to roll the R, because Noah's Hispanic. If you haven't noticed, he's Hispanic. So I was like, knowing Noah, he would be like, Puerto Rico, and I couldn't get the Rico out, no matter how hard I tried. So Bonnie, I love Bonnie. She's my audition buddy, and she's Colombian. So I was like, Bonnie, how do you say Puerto Rico with the rolled R? And she was like, she went, Puerto Rico. I was like, you bitch. Like, she made it so easy, and I was like, oh my gosh. How? And she went, just sing, rrr, rrr. She kept doing rrr, and I was like, okay, rrr, okay, Puerto Rico. And she's like, yes, that's it. Really think of the R. Don't worry about the Puerto. Just like, be Rico. And I was like, okay, got it, good. She got called in first. I got called in 5th. I felt like the pianist that they had, the accompanist. I can't talk. I can never say that word. The pianist, she was really nice. She counted me in, which was nice, but I felt like I'm partially deaf in my left ear, and I was standing facing the panel, and she was on my left side, and I was like, oh, damn it. Like, oh, this is not going to end well because it's going to echo onto my right side, and I'm going to hear it lower. I got through the whole opening of the song. I felt really confident. And then to me, the key sounded really low. It sounded like it was at least 1 to 2 octaves lower. So instead of being like, I like to be in America, everything free in America, like up there, it felt like it was, I like to be in America. It sat here and I was like, oh my God. Like the whole opening was very nice and high. And I mean, nerves kick in and it's just like, ugh, I don't know this like 100% because I don't have to learn this song because I'm not Hispanic. So I never really learned it. I mean, I know the song, I just never really learned the words, especially for that opening part because like, I'm never going to be Anita. As long as I live in America, I will never be an Anita. If I would maybe in Australia, I'm in a local production, I might be, but you know, no, I'm never gonna be an Anita. I might be a shark, like up the back with maybe some fake tan on, but you know, no, honey, no, I don't look Hispanic at all. I felt like I blew the America part. I was like, I walked down, I blew it. I knew it. So sat in the waiting area again, and it was like, then like Bonnie got called back to do slides. Now slides are, you get given a section of script, and it could just be, it's normally a few lines. Max it would be 10, maximum 10. Minimum could be about 2 to 3. They just want to hear your voice and how you sound when you're talking. Bonnie got called back for Rosalia, who's one of the Shark Girls, and she's a featured role. And I was like, oh, that's great. And the choreographer, like the director came in, didn't say anything to me. And I was like, bugger. The choreographer came in and he was like, looked at me, said my name, I got up, I walked to him, and he got distracted for a second. I'm standing there like, oh my God, like, what did I do? And he went, we don't need you for the rest of the day, but just so you know, don't feel like you've blown it, you're still in the loop. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you so much. I gather all her stuff, because basically we had to leave by 4:05 at the latest. She went in, did her slide, came out, she said, I felt really good. I was like, that's great, like, brilliant, fantastic, get dressed, let's go. We made it. We left at 4:16 from New Jersey, got across the George Washington Bridge, and got down to 24th Street. Now, this is roughly, by car, it's about, it would have taken about an hour and a half to do it. So, we did it in an hour. We got to the performance space at 5:30 p.m. I was like, how did we do this? We had a clear run all the way through. The bus was 5 minutes early, which was fantastic. We hit some traffic trying to get over the GWB, but that's to be expected. Like, there's always traffic on the George Washington Bridge. Can't avoid it, and there's traffic everywhere in the world. Except for Antarctica, unless you count the penguins. Because technically they have traffic. Walking in lines. But anyway, back on track. This is a really long clip. Holy cow, 22 minutes. But anyway, I got us down. We had a clear run. It was like a 4-minute wait for the A train. We took the A train down to 34th Street, got off there, walked to 24th Street, and it's only 10 blocks. I mean, it started to rain, so that made us walk quicker. And yeah, we got there by 5:30. We would have got there a little earlier, but I detoured to Dunkin' Donuts because I need coffee to function, and I didn't have any coffee, because auditioning, you don't want to, like, clog up your throat or anything with chocolate coffee or anything like that, and I don't really like drinking warm tea, so, yeah, that's my thing. But anyway, the show went really well. We got good reviews. I'm super happy about it, and yeah. So this is a super long clip. It's 23 minutes long. No one just messaged me. The message just popped up on my phone. Yep. He's on his way. He should be here in like 2 minutes. That's what he said. So I'm gonna end this clip right here. Sorry it's so long. I'm sorry this vlog is so long, but I didn't want it to be somewhat of a potato because it was a really exciting day and I wanted to share it with you guys, and I'm really sorry this is a long clip of me just talking. So, yeah.
I like the top.
So I'm going to wrap up today's vlog here. I know it's super long, and I'm really sorry about that. Normally I like doing short vlogs, but yeah. Why is there... Is this a tan line? What is this? I have a tan line. How did I get that? What? No way. Is this It is! That is the most... Look how random... It looks like... How random is this tan line? That is a random ass tan line. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap up today's vlog here. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and ding on that bell so you get notified about my next daily vlog. And I'll see you tomorrow. Adios!